Muted? What do you mean muted? What the fuck are you talking? What are you talking about? Sound and a thumbs down. Well, I'll tell you, if you can't hear me now, you're crazy. You can hear me. I can see a little voice monitor jumping atrociously when I scream into the microphone. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to your Vape at 5. I am your host. I am BlackCat. Today, fantastic. I have a fantastic show for you today. You're not going to believe your eyes. Nope, sure not. Cow's Irons, you may not. Let me tell you, are you guys sitting down? Because I have a review of a product that may change vaping as we know it. Today, we are taking a look at a new RDA from OmhboyOC and GrimmGreen. Everybody knows those guys. Very popular in the vaping community. The GOAT RDA. The GOAT stands for the greatest of all time. We use that in popular cultural reference. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Muhammad Ali, people like that. Nick Saban as the greatest of all time. And this RDA is aptly named that. Now, that is a major acclimate to give something, or a major statement to make that is the greatest of all time. But, so I'll start. When I do these reviews, I like to get right into them because I want to put them at the front, because there's a lot of people that watch this show who don't particularly want to watch me sit here and ramble for 30 minutes. That would much rather just watch me do a review. So I'm going to jump right into it. The GOAT RDA, when I first heard about this RDA, and I had no idea because Grimm would not show the deck. And so nobody really had an idea. And there were rumors going around that it was going to be a replaceable coil type structure in a RDA frame. So first off, I'm not going to call it a rebuildable. I'm going to call it a replaceable. So I think that's kind of how I'm going to look at it, as a replaceable dripping atomizer instead of a rebuildable dripping atomizer. Keep the same letters, just change it around a little bit. So I watched Grimm's live where he unveiled it, and he showed, and he kind of explained a little bit. It was live, and I explained a little bit of how it worked and what it was and all that. And I was kind of put off by it at first. And I think the feelings that I was feeling was, as a builder, I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's like that's like my hour. That's our spot, man. Don't try to take my spot in line. I mean, I'm a builder. Like, I want to be recognized as one. I want to feel like a part of the community and a needed resource in this community. So I was a little taken back by that, and that's my own insecurity, I guess, with, how things go. Now, one thing about that is that things are always going to change, and you're going to have to adapt to things in life, and that's just the way it is. So, but what I did realize after I purchased it for this review, and I started thinking about it and using it, I realized something. That, first off, this RDA isn't here to replace builders or to change out how people vape or anything like that. This RDA here is more like training wheels moving from a sub-ohm tank, my feelings, from a sub-ohm tank to a dripping atomizer, a rebuildable dripping atomizer, or a rebuildable squonking atomizer. It's that for a lot of people that have, and I think that almost everybody feels this at one point. When you go from the switch, when you switch from the sub-ohm tanking over to a rebuildable, there's a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of like, do I know how to do this? Is it safe? Like, am I going to blow myself up? Am I going to get an enjoyable vape? Who makes coils? How am I going to get coils for this thing? Do I know how to wick it? Do I know how to, there's all these questions you're asking yourself, and there's always a little bit of anxiety with change. This right here, I feel, bridges that gap. Because, first off, it gives you a dripping atomizer experience. Now, does it give you a full dripping atomizer experience? Well, maybe not, but it's good enough that it does. And I think it makes people feel more comfortable because, as I'll show you, when you get the coil head, or as they call them, the goat head, when you get a goat head, you basically have to cut the cotton, you have to fluff it, you have to tuck it in the deck and things like that. You have to adjust the airflow like you do on a regular, the barrel and top are just like a RDA. So you're basically using an RDA, but you're skipping the twisting or mounting your coils, you know, and all that. So I think it's a good bridge, and I honestly think as a builder, I'm really, really happy it came out because I think that it honestly bridges that gap and will bring people over from sub-ohm vaping. So that's my thoughts on it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring you down. I'm gonna show you the one that I have. There's several different colors. I got the black one, and I am really impressed with the look of it. I think it looks nice. It's got a little goat emblem on there. You can see if I can get it to focus with the dead eyes on it. Very similar to another RDA that I've used for quite a bit. Very, very similar to that RDA as far as the barrel and top. And I'll show it to you. So let's take it down to the mat. I'll get it up here. I don't have it wicked. I took the coil out of it, but I'll put one of the coils back in it, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So without further ado, let's take it down to the mat. All right. Hit macro. All right, here we are. Bring this out just a little bit. Got my vaping with the Ohmie's mat, courtesy of Todd Black. Thank you, Mr. Black. And there you go. There's a close-up view of the GOAT RDA. Let me see if I can tune that in just a touch. There you go. So there's the GOAT emblem on the barrel there. Spin it around. I'll open up the airflow so you can get an idea of what it looks like here. All right, starting with the top, you have a Delrin 810 drip tip, goon style. There is an O-ring inside there. You can barely see it. That black on black's a little tough with the camera there, but there's an O-ring. Good tension on that O-ring. You don't have to worry about your drip tip coming out or having problems getting it out. It's a fair amount of tension on there and actually works really, really well. Only one drip tip comes with the RDA. There's no other drip tip. So you're going to use this Delrin unless you have another drip to 810 drip tip that you want to put in there. If you look at the way it's shaped, there's no concave on it at all. It's just a straight shot drip tip. Not really my favorite. I prefer them to be a little taken in. I actually like 510 drip tips better, but I didn't notice much of inconvenience really with the 810. I mean, it was fine. Section comes in 4 pieces, including the drip tip. So if you take all this apart here, I can put this. Let me put this down on the mount so I can get the barrel part off here. All right. So this comes in 2 sections here. So you have the top cap and the barrel. Airflow control is done by just turning your top cap here. You have dual airflow here. If you turn it one more time, you'll have single coil airflow. Now there's no single coil option yet for this device, but I do believe that there will be one in the near future. The top here, so you separate this part here. The barrel has a 2 by 10 millimeter air hole on either side. Decent airflow, you can basically, but it's mirrored. So if you close one, you're basically closing the other. If you compare this, so I'm gonna put the drip tip back on it, and I just want to compare this to the Goon 1.5. First off, you'll notice that it is really, really similar. It is actually a little bit shorter. The GOAT is 24 millimeters diameter wise by 30 millimeters tall. The Goon is about 34 millimeters tall. So it's a little bit taller than the Goon's a little bit taller, and you can tell the airflow is a little bit moved up, and it's a little bit bigger. So those are 2 things about the GOAT that I actually like. I like the airflow being a bit smaller, and I do like it being a little bit shorter. This cap is all stainless steel. Nice construction. I mean, nothing really to write home about, but I didn't find any problems with it. Nice concave in there. No machine marks. Was pretty clean when I got it. I did wash it when I got the RDA, but I didn't notice any machine oil or anything on it. Just well put together. Absolutely nothing on it that would turn me off. So here is the deck of this RDA. You'll see on there it is labeled on there with Grim and Yak. I think Yak is OmhboyOC. I think it's his nickname or something. You'll see that there has the squonk pin already installed. One thing about this deck is when you get this, the 510 or the drip tip or the squonk pin is already installed. So there's no need to change that out or have a screwdriver. You don't need anything really. You're going to get it and it basically will already be ready to squonk or ready to drip. You don't have to make any modifications. On the bottom here it says GOAT and your serial number, number 249. That's a pretty good number considering how many of these will be sold. The juice well is about 5 millimeters deep, which is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not overly deep, but it's definitely something that is within, you know, within bogey if you're worried about it leaking on you or something like that. So here's what you're going to get with the RDA. This is the 22 gauge Anarchist round wire spaced coil. I've been using this one exclusively. This one ohms out to 0.13. The other coil they give you is a 24 gauge Anarchist Nichrome 80, and it ohms out at 0.19. It is really simple to install. You'll look here. It's got your squonk hole already in the goat head here. You just put it on top and twist it on. Once you twist it on, you're just going to cut and tuck your wick. And there you go. It's ready to go. So since I have another coil, that's kind of the overview of this thing. I just kind of wanted to march you guys through it. Anybody who wanted to see the deck or hadn't seen it yet could kind of get an overview of it. But what we're going to do is I have another coil head. I haven't used the 24 yet. So let me show you what's in the box here. Really, really simple setup. The box is actually really small, and Grim said that he did that because he didn't want anybody to overpay for shipping. So if you look there, that's the box. I mean, it is really, and I'll just compare it to my phone. I mean, it's a really, really tiny box. So he said he did that to kind of help on the shipping cost. When you open the RDA, there's the front of it there. It's what the packaging looks like. Really sleek packaging. I actually really like it. OmhboyOC on the side, and then Mr. GrimmGreen on the back. Bottom of the box here is going to tell you that they're using Anarchist wire. It's going to tell you your two different coil heads are goat heads, which is 0.13 and 0.19, 810 drip tip, airflow control top cap, and then you got some nickel allergy warnings there. Now, it does not come in anything but nichrome. So if you're planning on using this and you have a nickel allergy, I would suggest that you do not use it because everything right now that they currently have is nichrome. Anarchist wire is interesting. Now, Anarchist wire, for those who don't really follow building, used to be really, really, really popular, and you used to see it a lot in different vape shops. They sell their wire basically by a length. So you would buy like a 6-foot length of Anarchist wire. They didn't sell it in spools. So you'd go to your vape shop and you'd buy like a 6-foot piece or a 5-foot piece. Pretty pricey. I think it was like $19, $20 for that. And what they claim, and I can't confirm nor deny this, but what they claim is that their nichrome 80 is more nickel rich than other nichrome 80, therefore giving you a more flavorful and enjoyable vape. I don't know for sure if that's true, but that is what they claim. So on the top there it says Anarchist. I'm just basically screwing this down in there. All right, screws right in nice and tight. And you'll see here that it's already wicked. So what is the issue with it being wicked? Now, if you've never vaped an RDA before, it being wicked is probably something that makes you more comfortable. But for somebody that actually has vaped an RDA before, to me, it's a negative. And the reason being is, quite frankly, if I wasn't trying to get the user experience of this RDA, I would have pulled both those cottons out and washed it because the coil has not been washed. It has not had, you know, any kind of voltage run through it yet or amperage run through the coil yet to kind of burn it in. And those are all things that I do typically before I use a coil for sure. So you don't really know, and that would be a pretty big negative for me, just as far as just the general health of the person using it. You don't really know exactly what's on this stuff because it does come from China. And even if it came from America, still, you'd want to wash it, right? So that to me is a negative. I think that it being wicked takes away the fear that a lot of people have with using an RDA, having to wick it, having to buy cotton and things like that. This is like a one-stop shop. So I understand why they did it, but maybe putting a couple cotton threads in the package with it and maybe some instructions on how to wick it would have been a little bit more sanitary way to do it. So one thing about it here, you're going to pull this cotton out, which the cotton in it, I'm not sure what kind it is, but I really, really like it. It's kind of like a microfiber and it absorbs juice really, really well. So what you're going to do is fluff it out a bit. You're going to put your scissors right against the RDA. So I'm like right up against the barrel here, or the deck. Hold it and cut it. That's it. And that is the perfect length. So go to this side, go right up against the RDA and cut it. Take it here. Now we just got to tuck it in. And it's really easy to wick. This goon style deck, as you guys know, is super easy to wick and set up. So let's get this on here. And wick this in here. That one I left a little long, but I'm not going to worry about it. It will be fine. Pull that back out. All right. So we got wicked up. You'll see the squonk holes are directly above the coil, which is really, really cool. So you get that waterfall type experience when you vape it. That's fantastic. The downside to that is there's no juice retraction. When you actually when you squonk it, there's no way to pull that juice back into your bottle after you use it. So it can be fairly easy to over squonk and to leak. And again, you see how low that airflow is. So it's basically right over top of the deck. Now, one great thing about this coil already being pre-made and set when you screw it in is they put the coil exactly at the airflow length or airflow entry point. So it is right on the airflow. There's no guesswork. There's no moving the coil up, moving the coil down, adjusting it to the airflow to try to get the best experience. They've already tested and put the coil exactly where the airflow is. So again, for a new vapor, it takes that type of experience out of the equation and will give them, just a much, much better experience. So let's take this. I'm going to put this back on my top side and I'm going to squonk it so you guys can see what this looks like in squonk mode. Take this off here. I have all kinds of like RDAs and RTAs and everything laying around here right now. Kind of a mess. Put this on here. Tuck that back in. I certainly could clean that cotton up a little bit, but that's all right. All right. So when you squonk it, let's bring you down here so you can see. Is there any juice in that bottle? Yeah, there's some in there. You'll see what it does. You'll see how it comes right out on the coil like that. Give it a real good squonk, and it basically just paints those coils. That's with a nice firm push. And that juice is getting right down in there. And that should be, let's see if I can get this wicked. Oh yeah, there's plenty of juice in there. Let's let that wick just for a second. Give it another one. All right, let's let it wick up here real quick, and then we'll bring it back up top, and we'll give it a vape. That is, I think that's 6 squonks, and still no chance of it leaking. And typically what I would do is I would actually just paint the coils with e-juice. I just wanted to use the squonk mode to kind of show you guys how effective it does that. And it really, really does a good job. So let's put it back, top cap back on this here. Screw it all the way down. And let's come back up top and we will talk about the GOAT RDA. All right, back up top with your GOAT, the greatest of all time, RDA. Rebuildable, or excuse me, replaceable dripping atomizer. I made that up myself. I should trademark that and then sell that to Grim as the name of this atomizer. Don't watch this, Grim. No, he won't watch this anyway. He doesn't know who I am. Anyway, so got this about a week ago. I actually wicked it up right after I did the review of the Jenna. So it was nice. I got about 7 days of usage in this, and I pretty much used it exclusively. You know, anytime I left the house, I had it. I was using it at home, you know, except for like, you know, at night and things like that. But for the most part, I used it exclusively. When I first got the RDA, I thought, you know, I was a little bit skeptical that it was going to be able to, he was going to be able to pull it off. And a couple of things about that, there was a couple of things about it that really kind of made me question. One, the coils. I was like, how are you going to get, you know, a really decent vape off of a round wire, spaced round wire build? I was like, I just don't think you're going to be able to get that effective of a vape. So I questioned that too, that it took all of my, you know, as using rebuildables for quite a while, I have knowledge of where I want the coils. I have knowledge of how I want them placed in there, what I want them on the right side, the left side, the center, up, down, around that. And this took all that out of the equation. So I was like, huh. I was like, that to me is a negative. I thought as a negative because I was like, well, there's no way that they're going to put them exactly how I would do it because, of course, my way is the best, right? I was quickly schooled because they've done enough testing on this that I'm confident. Now, I've never talked to either one of them, the guys who designed this. I never talked to Omhboy. I've never talked to Grim. But I'm confident to say that they did enough testing on this that they know exactly where to put those coils because the effectiveness of the vape is fantastic. It really is, and it gives you a really nice, flavorful vape. So let's look at the positives and the negatives of this RDA. It's reasonably priced. First off, it's $36. Now, most places you can get a discount code. Maybe you can get 5–10% off of it. It's going to come with 2 coil heads. Doesn't come with any extra drip tips. Really doesn't come with anything fancy at all. You get the RDA, you get 2 goat heads, and you get a bag of spares. That's it. I think it's reasonably priced at $36. I think that just depending, I think the real question will be, how much will the replaceable coil heads be? And there's talk already of them using coil builders, M-Turk, Coil Turd. I even heard Twisted Messes in somebody's video. I don't know if that's even possible, but I did hear that. And so I don't know how much those goat heads are going to be. And I assume they're going to be pricey. So I think that the real bang for their buck is the expectation that somebody will get the RDA and then continue to buy coil heads for it. Do I think that'll happen? I think it can. And I think that the other part of that is if they actually did build a rebuildable, change out rebuildable atomizer for it. So if they sold a post or different types of posts that you could just screw right into it, because that is obviously a possibility. So this could be like your one-stop shop. Along with just customize the top and things like that. And again, I don't know what they're thinking, so I can't tell you exactly what they're doing. I'm just thinking of it as a business person. What I would be thinking about is moving forward with this RDA. So let's have a vape off it. I'll show you a little bit of the cloud production on it. This is the 0.19. I've got it at 85 watts. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to turn that up just a bit. One thing I noticed on this is with the airflow wide open, it's too much. I had to cut the airflow down by half. Really good flavor. Really good flavor. That's another positive, and that's one thing I'll say right out of the gate. It performs well. The coils are right where they should be. They're right on the airflow. When I say they're right on the airflow, I mean they are literally right on the airflow, but not smothering it. With it fully open, there's too much airflow. It's just too much. For that type of coil, there's too much airflow. Maybe if you had, if it was rebuildable and you had 28 gauge aliens or 27 gauge aliens in there where you have 3 cores, yeah, the airflow wide open would probably work well. But with a single round wire build in it, the airflow is too much. So you cut down the airflow. Now, is that a problem? No, because they're probably looking at putting in different coils that are going to maximize that airflow. So that's my thinking, the forward thinking that they're having. But with the airflow control, you can cut it down. Absolutely fantastic. Huge positive. Flavor, performance, huge positive. The look of it, I think it looks nice. It doesn't turn me off. I don't like RDAs with a bunch of stuff on it. That's not something I would normally purchase. But I don't think the goat, the Deadeye goat, I don't think that looks bad. Let's see if I can get that to focus in. Probably not. I don't think the Deadeye goat is that bad. I think it's okay. And the black version, now the other color versions, the goat isn't as, it doesn't really come out at you. It's more kind of transparent against the color of, so if you bought like a gold one, it would be kind of like a light white gold on it. So it doesn't jump out at you. The only one that it does is the black one. Of course, I got the black one. So the look of it, I definitely see as a positive. The ability to change your vape around moving forward is a huge positive. Forward thinking of this RDA is huge. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you can do with it. And there's all kinds of different things that could be done with this. Huge positive for me. Huge positive for me. That's like the biggest positive. As a builder, another positive for me on this RDA is the fact that it is going to bring people who are sub-ohm users over to rebuildable atomizers. And that's great because the people that had anxiety of moving because they thought it was too hard, if they see this RDA, which I hope they do, and they start using it and understand how much of a better experience it is and squonking and dripping is versus a sub-ohm tank, they're going to really, really like it. And it's going to engage them in looking for other RDAs that they can use and start pumping that type of market into our community, which I think is fantastic. Huge positive for me. I don't see it the other way around. I don't see this as replacing builders. I don't see that at all. I see this as actually helping builders in the long run. The quality of it, I think the quality of it is fine. It's 36 bucks. Is it a $36 RDA? Absolutely. It's a $36 RDA. And if you really, really think about it, they're really only charging you probably $20, maybe $25 for the RDA. And then the 2 coil heads, they're probably accumulating that into the cost to push it up to 36. So it's priced down actually below or around like the Rebirth and things like that. Ultimately, if you don't think about the coil heads, and I think that's a great, I think that is a very, very fair price for it. Negatives of the RDA. Well, first negative, and it's big negative for me on this, is that it doesn't come with any sort of instructions to wash it. And you're asking, well, no RDA comes with instructions to wash it, and I get it. But the intention of this RDA is for a new person getting into rebuildables, is my feeling. And with that, it doesn't come with anything to tell you to like take the cotton out, wash it, put the cotton back in, and it doesn't really lead you in that direction because it's already wicked. So that's a negative for me. I think that anybody who gets into rebuildables, first thing I tell them is make sure you wash it. Make sure you wash everything that you get. Make sure any coil that you get, whether it's from me or from Brian Feeney, whoever, anybody, make sure that you wash those coils thoroughly because everything on those coils you're putting into your lungs. So make sure that there's any kind of anything on there that could make you or somebody in your family sick. So that's a negative to me, and that's a pretty big one. I think that's a big oversight, and I understand why they did it because their intention was for a new vapor. I get it completely. But at the same time, I think that's a pretty negative. That's a pretty big negative for me. The other negatives, that you have no way to pull the juice back in after you squonk it. Now, the waterfall squonk, the waterfall style squonk is the best. I mean, because it basically paints your coils, and that's how I vape. When I drip, I take the cap off and I paint my coils. I very rarely, unless I'm dripping and driving, which I do. I'll squirt it down the top. But other than that, I typically paint my coils. The waterfall is a huge positive. The negative of it, obviously, is that it can leak because you don't know exactly how much, you put one squonk into it, 2 or 3 squonks into it. The juice can't get back down into the exit back down into the bottle, and it can leak. And the airflow's low. So ultimately, I mean, that could cause a problem. Checking my list. I'm like Santa Claus. I'm checking my list over here to see what else I got. That's it. So that's my negatives and that's my positives on this RDA. So if I were to rate this RDA, holding it at $36 for 2 coil heads and everything that comes with it, on a scale of poor all the way to excellent, I would give it a good rating. I would say it's I wouldn't say very good. It's a good RDA. It performs well. The flavor is good. For a new vapor getting into RDAs, this is a great RDA. This would be the first one I'd buy. Absolutely. It checks all the boxes for that. The big negative of it is it doesn't lead you down the path to clean the coil. And that to me is a negative. Now, sub-ohm tanks, you don't really clean the coil. You can't clean it. You know what I mean? Which is a huge negative to me. That was one of the things that turned me off about sub-ohm tanks, is that they're already wicked, so you can't clean it. But that's a big negative to me, and that, of course, is just my opinion. So take it as you like. You can get the GOAT RDA for $36. I got mine at myVPro.com, and I think I paid like $35.99 with like a 10% coupon. If you're in the market for an RDA and you want to get one that's really, really simple to wick, that performs well, I would certainly look into this one. This one is definitely one that you can check out. It is, and for builders who are watching this, which majority of my crowd is builders, this is a good thing for us guys. I'm a firm believer this is a good thing for us. Just like squonking was a good thing for us because more people came over to rebuildables, this is going to lead people to squonking. And this is going to lead people to dripping. And it's going to be, once they get, because they're not just going to have one RDA, right? You're not just going to have the GOAT RDA and that's the only RDA you have. You know what I mean? You're going to go out and start buying other RDAs too. And when you get those other RDAs, you're going to want to have coils for them. Another thing I will say, and this is something that I think would have been a nice touch, is if they would have gave the option for a rebuildable deck with it. Now, how much that would have cost, I don't know, because that's a lot more money than just giving you a replaceable one. But I probably would have paid $10 extra if they would have put in a rebuildable deck. So that's the only other thing I could think of that would be kind of a negative. But ultimately, I'm very satisfied with it at $36. Like, for me, it works perfectly. All right, that's my review. All done. Hope you enjoyed it. What time is it? Jesus, a half hour? Why don't you guys tell me to shut the fuck up? Holy shit. All right, we're going to go through. We're going to say hi to everybody. Now, I have a giveaway today. You know why? Because I fucking giveaway shit, and I'm awesome. Do you know that? I'm awesome. I'm an awesome giveawayer. And there's a giveaway today. The giveaway today is for a set of coils from CoilChief and 2 30 mils of ELiquid. Now, I'm almost out of ELiquid. John, if you're watching, almost out. I've just played. I talk Don all the time. Just say but anyway, so the flavors you get, I can't really let you select. I know I talked to Heather Joe last week, and I was like, yeah. What did he say? Then RBA. I believe. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. It'd have been nice if they would have had it at the time it dropped. But yeah, I get it. And like I said, I think that looking forward on this RDA, there's so many possibilities. I mean, it's a brilliant idea. It really is. And I think that they took a little bit of heat because of the way it is. Maybe some people were kind of iffy on it. But quite frankly, from a business perspective, it's a good idea. It really is. Because the money isn't, once you buy an RDA, you're not giving them now. If they can hook you with the rebuildable coils, like get M-Turk coils or Coil Turd or BlackCat white-face coils with it, that would never happen. But if you could, that would bring you back to the RDA and you'd keep using it and it'd be a different experience. Because as far as I'm concerned, the coils that you vape are a different experience by a different builder. Every builder is different, right? And the coils are different. It's a different experience depending on whose coils you buy. Some are better, some are worse. It just depends, and of course, it's your preference. So it's a great idea. Anyway, giving away stuff today, damn it. Now, I'm almost out of, I told Heather Joe last week that I'd get her a couple flavors that she wanted, and I typically try to do that. If you win the 30 mils of Adora, I'm like, well, what flavors do you want? I'll try to get you them if I have them. Well, I'm almost out, so I don't have a whole lot left. I have a lot of PS Passion. So if you like PS Passion, you might be in luck. To enter that giveaway, you're going to go right now. Right now! You're going to go to Monday's episode. It is BlackCat's featured builder, CoilChief. You're going to put in a number between 1 and 150. You're also going to tell me how awesome I am. I need you to tell me, in as many words as possible, how awesome I am so that I can have a good laugh when I'm done with this. Let's say hi to everybody, man. Glad everybody's here. I haven't said hi to anybody this week, I don't think. I've just been powering through. I'm powering through shows, man. Show's busy as hell. Let's grab the participants. I see people updating it. There's a man up top here that when I first started doing shows, this person I'm going to say first. When I first started doing shows, I always hoped that I would be able to work with this person. And I have a couple times. I've done a couple of shows with him. Mr. Addy Tooney. What's up, Addy? How you doing, man? Just love the guy to death. Talk about somebody who's like as influential as anybody and just as humble as anybody. It's Addy Tooney, man. Addy, thanks for watching, brother. I'm really glad you're here. Ben! What's up, Ben? How are you, man? Great to see you, sir. Glad you are here. Mr. BlackCat Whiteface. That is me. I am here. I'm branded. I'm still branded. I've got 2 of these sweatshirts if you're wondering. You're probably thinking this scumbag. Not scumbag. I'm not a scumbag. Was a scumbag. Not anymore. This scumbag. Why do I keep saying scumbag? This dirty butt? Is dirty butt? Is that right? Keeps wearing the same sweatshirt every day. Why does he wash it? Well, I'll tell you. Because I have an endless supply of these sweatshirts. Yeah, because they're mine. It's mine. I have 2, actually. Made that fit me. This is another one. Put it on, I think. Yeah, this is the other one. This is my second one. I'm thinking about now those who have BlackCat Whiteface shirts. I'm thinking about doing a new one, which will be black, and then I'm going to black out everything here. I may black it all out, which I think that's kind of hot when you see black on black. I love that. But I'm going to black it all out. I may make the nose white, like just like something to kind of throw it off, or maybe make the face white, make everything else black. But I'm going to do something different. I'm trying to make up new shirts and stuff for you guys, so enjoy. Brian Feeney, what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Cal's Iron. What's up, man? How you doing, Cal's? Great to see you. Charles McLaren, the Baron. He's here. The Baron. He just already bought. I talked to him before the show. I was like, Charles, what's going on? He's like, nothing. It's like, where are you at? He's like, I'm not telling you where I'm at. Somewhere. I think he's in orbit. I think he's still on his spacecraft orbiting the Earth. I'm pretty sure. That's where he's at. He told me he's going to buy all stock in the goat. And I was like, that's a great idea. He says he's going to buy it all up. So you may want to get one now before the Baron gets them all and doesn't give them to anybody. Good to see you, Charles. Glad you're here. Charlie, what's up, Charlie? Good to see you, man. Super glad you are here, brother. Thanks for joining. Clint Johnson, what's up, Clint? Clint! I've been using it, dude. I've been using it now. This is not the ideal setup because this 30 mil doesn't fit on here. But let me tell you something. So this is the Glass RDA, or RTA. If you didn't watch yesterday, that was the RDA that Clint sent me. Looked it up yesterday, and I've been really, really enjoying it now. I cannot believe how well it wicks. I am blown away at how well it wicks, man. Like it. And I kind of took some, you told me to wick it light, and then I did that, and it wicks unbelievably. Like, if you can look in there and just see how well that's wicked, if you can see my cotton is soaked in e-juice. It's soaked in it, and it is so flavorful, man. It's a fantastic RTA. Like, I probably should review it. It's just, if I don't know if I'll get to it or not, but it would be a great idea because I think it's a really great product to look at. I don't know what the price point on it is, but it would certainly be one to look at. It's the Steam Crave Glass RDA. Glass or glass? I don't know. I think it's glass. G-L-A-Z. Yeah, check it out. 30 mil. It's big, which I'm not a big 30 mil RDA fan, and I only built it single coil. I should have built it dual, which I think I will do. And your coils are fantastic too, Clint. Thank you, man. Dark Side Coils. What's up, Dark Side? How you doing, man? Good to see you. On the Dark Side. Remember that song? Eddie and the Cruisers. On the Dark Side. Remember that song? Remember that movie? The movie was fantastic. Eddie and the Cruisers, the last tapes. Nobody remembers that movie. It was on When I was a kid a long, long time ago, they used to basically play the same movies over and over and over again on HBO. Like, I can tell you right now, Peggy Sue Got Married was one of them. That was played like literally like 3 times a day for like years. Eddie and the Cruisers was played like 3 times a day for years. The Outsiders, 3 times a day. Years. So I've seen all these movies like 35 times because I was always grounded and never allowed to leave the house. Frank! What's up, Frank? How you doing, man? Einstein, good to see you. Glad you're here. Heather Joe. What's up, Heather? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Ian Thomas. What's up, Ian? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. James Capozzi. What's up, Capozzi? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, Jeff. Steven Seagal. Lawman. What's up, dude? How you doing, brother? Great to see you, Jeff. Glad you're here. Jeff Sealer. What's up, Jeff? How are you, man? Super glad to see you. Mr. Juan Castillo. What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here. Mad Hatter Vase. What's up, Michelle? How are you, hon? Good to see you. Super glad you're here. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. I need to get over and check out you guys. I don't get to watch much YouTube anymore. I watch a little bit at night, but I haven't watched your guys' live show in a while, and I need to absolutely get over there and check that out. Really glad you're here, Michelle. We'll talk to you soon. Who's after that? Miguel. What's up, Miguel? There's another featured builder right there. I got Miguel on the list. Miguel, you, sir, are 3 weeks out. Modified Star, Greg Stevens, then you, and then Canada. Canada is going to be huge, guys. Canada is going to be huge. It's going to be 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Canada's 2 weeks because I've got 42 sets of coils. 42 sets of coils. We're going to have so many winners that week, and these guys are unbelievable. If you've seen Canada, go check out their page. They're freaking unbelievable. So, talked to their captain last night, Jeff, and we had a nice conversation and got everything ready for that week. Got it all set up. So, really excited to do it. A couple weeks out. Miguel, you're right before them, man. So, 2 more weeks. Where am I at? Miguel? Oh, there he is. Mike Cam. What's up, Cam? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Mike's Mex Reviews. What's up, Mike? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, brother. Glad you are here, Mr. Pebble, my Bebble. What's up, Pebble? How you doing, man? Oh, our Church. What's up, Church? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Glad you're back. Saturation Station. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Sean Roberts. What's up, Sean? How you been, dude? Good to see you. Mr. Shane Smith. How you doing, Shane? Great to see you, man. Glad you are here. I hope your move went well. I know you're moving, and I got some messages from you. We talked a bit. Hope your move went well, man. I hope everything's sorted out, and you're all in there and good to go. Spring Bay. Oh, no, Sick Boy. What's up, Sick Boy? How you doing, man? Great to see you, brother. I'm super glad you are here. Spring Vaping Girl. What's up, Spring? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. Sussex Vape Shop online. What's up, Sussex? Now, Sussex. Is that Sussex, New York? Sussex, New York? That's what I'm thinking. Is Sussex in New York or is it New Jersey? I used to live in New Jersey, and I don't know. I know Essex is in New Jersey. I think Sussex is in New Jersey, too. It is, isn't it? If it is, well, hey, man. Good to see you. If you're in the Garden State, I used to love it there. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Tom Atkinson. What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? Talked to Tom a little bit today on the Facebooks. Tom's got a giveaway, I believe, for something going on. He posted it on the page. I can't Immortals. It's an Immortals mod and RDA. So going to support somebody who's doing something for those guys. So good luck to you, man. And everybody, if you're on the BlackCat Whiteface page, you should Facebook page. Links below. Go in there and join, man. It's fantastic. It is literally like Mark Zuckerberg calls me like twice a day. I have to fucking send him to voicemail. It's awful. Like he will not leave me alone. He is so impressed with the BlackCat Whiteface Facebook page. He's like, well, how are you doing it? I was like, dude, it's just me, man. I'm just awesome. He's like, do you have people helping you? I'm like, no, me. It's all my idea. All mine. Mark Zuckerberg. Tommy Vapors, what's up, Tommy V? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Tony Berry, what's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Super glad you're here. Tracy, what's up, Tracy? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. Train Sonic, what's up, Train? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Who the fuck smokes fruit? I think that's Selena. Is that Selena? I'm almost positive that is. What's up, C? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. And who the fuck does smoke fruit? I don't know. And my brother from another mother, Tick, alone in the woods. Mike. What's up with Tick Mike? Good to see you, man. Glad you are here. All right, roll it back to live chat. 5:44. You guys ready to do a giveaway? I'm going to give you guys one more minute before I pull a number. So, if you don't, this dude has so much personality. What's up, Max? Max Savage in the house. A personality. I'm just a loud motherfucker, man. That's all it is. Personality of shit. Fabian, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Bristol Vapor, good to see you, man. What about me? I'm here too. The thing about it is, it only shows me so many people. It doesn't show me everybody. It never does. Like, a lot of people get left out. Like, I'm sure Joey the motherfucking no. I didn't see him in there either. How you doing, Joey? See him. Andrew Taylor, what's up, dude? How you doing? Great to see all you guys here today. So, Subaru, what's up? I'm here as well. What's up, Subaru? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. I'll tell you, next review I'm going to do next week is going to be the topside dual. I've been using it now for about 3 days, and I think I'll be able to give a pretty good review. And the reason being is I never used the original topside. So I think I'll be able to kind of give you just like what the topside, with not having any idea about the user experience from the regular top side. I think I'll probably be able to give you a pretty good user experience from the dual, just because I don't have that as a reference. I won't be comparing it to that. I'll be comparing it to just the top side dual, because that's all I know. So I'll be doing that next week. We'll do the top side dual. After that will be the Bonza 1.5 RDA. So that's our reviews heading out. I don't know. I was talking to somebody. I think I was talking to John today, and I was like, man, what do you got? What do you want that's coming out? And we were both like, we couldn't really think of anything. So if you have something that you guys want to see reviewed, hit me up and let me know, and I'll take a look at it. I'm not buying anything high-end. So it's going to be consumer-friendly. I don't want to say that, because high-end stuff is not consumer-friendly. It really is. It's just your preference, right? But it'll be more stuff that is for the masses. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to review. I just don't have the funds, and I literally only use things for like a week, and then I switch to something else. So it wouldn't be worth it to me to really review anything. And I mean, I have the Jenna, but I really wanted to support Jay, so that I got that, and I don't really need another high-end RDA. So if you got an idea of something that's coming out that you want to see, even a pod system, let me know. I'll use it for a week and let you know what I think about it. Hey, import man, the Meteorite is the Meteorite mech mod. That one, that's like $12,000 mech mod. That I think I've seen like that in. There's like a listing of the most expensive mods on Earth, and that was one of them. It was like a meteor made out of a meteor or something stupid. The Ardent, that's a great idea. That is a great idea, Ian, and I've been thinking about that one. Yeah, because I really I don't have the PAL 2. Okay, the Norder PAL 2. Now, the PAL 2 I think that's reasonably priced. Yeah, I could look at both of those. Send me messages. Send me messages either on the Discord or Patreon, or email me. Send me some messages so I can get those, because I have a notepad. Old school notepad here that I keep everything written down in, and I need to start planning out my reviews for February. I'm gonna do one a week. If I start getting more product, like if somebody sends me stuff for review, then I will start maybe doing some recorded reviews. But for right now, since we're purchasing the items, then I'm just gonna do them on Wednesday. I'm not gonna blow through them too quick. I don't have it. Yeah, I do have a Dreamer. I have a stainless steel Dreamer. Yeah, I love it. I love my Dreamer. The Ardent. Charlie, I'll look at it, man. I'll look at it. You know what? I haven't even... Hey, Bones, how you doing, man? Addy, how you doing, brother? Pulse Dual. That's something that interests me. The Pulse Dual really interests me because... yeah, I would definitely look at that, because I love dual 18650 squonks. That's like my favorite device. Dual 18650 squonks are that's my go-to. She's the battery life, nice squonk. You get a battery life, and I like obviously variable wattage. I'm not a I like regulated mods. Yeah, because the Ardent fits the Dreamer perfectly. It's like what, 27 millimeters. Fits it perfectly. Yeah, Pulse. I'll look at it. I will look at the Pulse Dual. I'll see how much it is, and I'll look at it. I'll shop it. Hey, Matt. How you doing? Matt Gunther in the house. What's up, buddy? I gotta look at the deck, Bones. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't looked at it at all. All right, let's go ahead and pull that number. So let me go over to the page. This is Monday's episode of the Vape at 5. I'm going to load the page, and then I will pick a winner. So let me get to my page. I don't know what's going on. My sub count is like flying up right now. So thank you, everybody who's been joining. It's like the M Turk thing kind of pushed me. But thanks, everybody, for joining. It's been climbing like crazy lately. So all you new people who are watching me, I really appreciate it. And welcome to the BlackCat fam. It's a lot of fun. Hope you guys have fun. All right. Go to videos. And I want Monday's episode. Hopefully it won't start playing. And let me load it up here. Oops, pause it. All right. Let me get this loaded. Hopefully it won't knock me off. It's probably knocking me off the internet right now. All right. 36 comments. We got 36 entries. Not bad. Did I get them all? Let's take a look. Yep. All right. I got them all loaded. Okay. I'm going to pull a number here. So we're going to do closest number without going over. And it's going to be, let me get random number generator. Number generator between 1 and 150. Third number is going to be the winner, closest to the number without going over. It's Price is Right rule. So first number is number 20. Second number, number 121. And the third and winning number is 44. 44. Reggie Jackson. 44. All right. Let's scroll up. Oh, I see a 39 from Fabian. See if anybody beats that. All right. Let's go up to the top. All right. 27. 47. 45. Scott, you're right there. 42. Al Ben. Al Ben, 42. 42 is our leader. 44, Wood Tick Mike. On the fucking nose, man. On the nose. Hey, hey, hey. Put a hey, hey, hey after it. 44. Is there another 34? My damn nose keeps itching. Is there another 34? 44. Is there another 44? I think I got one. I do. Congratulations, Mike. You are the winner, man. I have your address and everything. I will get that shipped out to you on Saturday. I'll be like $350. I think it'll be like $5 for shipping, but I'll talk to you about that before we go. So, Wednesday, Adore is Wood Tick Mike. Congratulations, brother. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's go back to minimize that. Go back here and go to live stream. All right. Rigged. It's rigged. All right, so tomorrow on the Vape at 5, we're going to do the Vape hot tub. Me and Charlie are getting in the hot tub. We're going to get sudsy. We're going to get bubbly. We're going to get fucking, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be so much machismo. Is that what you say, machismo? There's going to be so much sexy man going on tomorrow on the show. You got to tune in. Ladies, spread the word. Spread the word. It's literally, it's going to be like a Calgon commercial, but with awesome guys. We're doing that tomorrow. That's at 5 o'clock tonight. On the YouTubes, you have one of my favorite shows, Heavy Metal Vapor and Johnny Drips, with probably Mike. Mike's on there a lot, Mike Vapes. That's on at 9 o'clock on Heavy Metal Vapor's channel. Make sure you check that out. And you have, also you have Golf T Vapes at 10:30 tonight with the Golf T show, which is always fantastic. I love that show. So if you guys will be there, I will see you in chat. Tomorrow we got the Vape Hot Tub. I hope everybody can make it. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got some stuff planned for you guys. Should be a really, really good time. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Leave me a comment below. And let me know what you thought about the review. I kind of, I go from the cuff. But let me know if there's any information you had any questions on or anything I didn't cover that you would have liked to see covered. I can cover that in a later episode and talk about some things that I missed. I have no problem with that. Any constructive criticism or anything like that, feel free to leave it. Anything I can help, I really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get better at it, and your comments and concern will certainly, not concern, your comments and encouragement would help out, absolutely. So, hope you guys have a fantastic night. If you're in recovery, stay strong, and I promise I will too. See you tomorrow in the hot tub. Peace.